Beloved Derech parents, alumni, and students, thank you for once again welcoming me into your lives and into your living rooms. Last week in Parashas Bo, the Torah taught us that after more than 2 centuries, more than 200 years of bondage under a cruel and sadistic mastership, under a cruel and sadistic nation, the Egyptians, Bnei Israel were emancipated, they were liberated, they were freed. Next week, when we read Parashas Yisrael, we're going to read that Bnei Israel achieved the very highest spiritual level possible for a human being, an intimacy with the Almighty, the theophany, the revelation at Sinai, at which Bnei Israel were crowned Mamlechas Kohanim, a kingdom of priests who serve the Almighty, the Goy Kadosh, and the sacred nation, a holy nation. How? In 51 days did Bnei Israel transform, metamorphosize from slaves to a Mamlechas Kohanim, to a kingdom of priests, to a Goy Kadosh, to a sacred nation. This is unparalleled. This does not happen in human history, that a slave nation should become so pristine, so sacred, so civilized. In this week's Parashas, Parashas Beshalach, we are told that Bnei Israel, 11 days after leaving Mitzrayim, arrived in Marah, where the water was too bitter to drink, and through a miracle, the Almighty sweetened the waters. And they drank, and the Torah tells us, Sham, Sam, Lo, Chok u'Mishpat. There, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave them dictates and civil laws. The Gemara in Sanhedrin, Daf Ayin Vav Amin Beis, tells us, in Marah, they were given dinim, civil laws, laws of testimony, laws of ownership, laws of damages, laws of relationships between neighbors, Shabbos, the laws of Shabbos, and Kibbud Av V'Aim, and the laws to respect, the law that one must respect, honor, and cherish his father and his mother. Without dinim, a nation cannot be civil, certainly cannot be a kingdom of priests. Without Shabbos, our nation cannot be that unique, special nation in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and share that relationship with the Almighty in which we appreciate the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created our world, and the fact that the HaKadosh Baruch Hu released us and emancipated us from bondage. And without Kibbud Av V'Aim, we're simply not mentioned. We're not people. You can't be a mensch if you don't have Kibbud Av V'Aim. Marah, the experience of Marah, was what we call in college orientation, what we call in the army basic training or boot camp, and what we call in professions, we call it internship. Marah was the orientation to be ready, to be prepared, to become the Mamlechas Kohanim, the nation of Kohanim, the kingdom of Kohanim, and the Goy Kadosh, and the sacred nation. It was at Marah that we adopted upon ourselves, that we accepted dinim, civil laws, so that we could get along one with another in a proper way, and Shabbos, that we could appreciate the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world and took us out of Mitzrayim, and Kibbud Av V'Aim, that we could show the proper respect and the proper gratitude towards our parents for everything that they do for us. Without that, we can't be a mensch. Without being a mensch, you can't be a prince. Without being a prince, you can't be a king. It was through these orientation programs of dinim, of Shabbos and Kibbud Av V'Aim, that we were worthy to receive the Torah, and worthy to have the revelation of the Almighty at Sinai, and worthy to be a Mamlechas Kohanim, a kingdom of Kohanim, and a Goy Kadosh, and a sacred Kadosh. We bear this heritage from then until now, and for eternity. Let us cherish this heritage of dinim, of proper civil laws and behaviors between human beings, between one and his neighbor. And Shabbos, the sanctity of Shabbos, which binds all of Bnei Israel, and Kibbud Av V'Aim, and the respect for our parents, which is so basic to being a human being. I wish you all a good Shabbos, and I thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Beshalach. Thank you very much. Uncle Yushl loves you.